Hello and welcome back everybody, Josh, Sam particularly, and anyone else who's watching to Swindon't You Forget About Me, the journey to the top of English football with Swindon't. Anyway, it's been a bit of fun since we last met. I know we only played one game, but we played Charlton Athletic, the mighty Addicts. We beat them 4-0, and which compounds our excellent form since we beat Man City in the Cup. We're unbeaten in 2 months. Beat them 4-0, Serapio Alberto twice, and Simo Topic scoring goals for us to put us now up to 6th in the Premier League with 2 games in hand over Forest Green, meaning that we could theoretically be up as high as 4th with 29 points is where we would be if we win our 2 other games in hand. One of those games, I think today we're playing, I don't know if this is a normal league fixture. Actually, it's probably a normal league fixture, to be fair. That will be one of the game in hands that we've got to play, and so will that. So yeah, we're playing Swansea City, and then we're going to wrap up our Europa League group stages campaign by playing away in Caen. It's the middle of 4 away games in a row for us. After this will be Tottenham, which will be a tough game, but they are in mid-table and they're struggling a bit. So let's see what we can do. This is actually one of the games in hand over Forest Green, so yeah, I suppose that anyway, it doesn't matter. Right, let's go. Swansea, not looking perfect this season. That's good, because we are not looking perfect either. We are looking better than we have been doing all season long. I'm going to put Just Jeff in for Wilmot. And I think that's probably going to be it. We don't know. We need to make many more changes there. Oh no, we'll put Kevin Van Rethy back in here, and considering we want to play Caen, we'll leave Montufar on the bench and he can play against Caen. Otherwise, where were Swansea? They're decent side. Okay, let's go with that. And I was going to suggest possibly starting Topic instead of Full, but I think we really should focus now. We're already qualified in the Europa League. We don't need to focus too much of our efforts there. We just need to continue now improving our league position after our poor start to the season. So here we go. First chance comes to us. Laveau to Van Rethy. A little bit of water there. The water is lovely. Gilic to Alberto. Alberto back to Gilic. Gilic has a chance, but of course he continues his fine run of poor goal scoring form. Just pouring out some coffee. It's another early morning record. It looks like I'm going to have a busy day at work today, so I want to get this one out of the way, and I can charge through a few months of the season before we have to record another video. Perez now to Van Rethy, and then out to Gilic. Gilic, he does have another effort, and that actually didn't look terrible, comparatively speaking. We seem to be on top against these boys, though. Full has gone past his man. Said brings the ball in, but Okeke clears. Gilic now. Oh, okay, that was a good effort. Vojic, good save, acrobatically, I imagine. Full crosses the ball in. Perez at the back post, but he's headed over. We're going to be getting a lot more chances from corners in the last few weeks when compared to last season. We got a lot of last season one-on-ones from breaks. This doesn't seem to happen so much this year. Vojic out to Donnelly. Up to De Souza, who does get there. Pavlicevic gets it, and then oh, that was a nice ball. One chance over the top, but Paulinho hits the ball wide. I was interested in Paulinho. I'm pretty sure he's sort of average. He's not good enough for us. That's why we didn't sign him. Plus the fact that signing players from other Premier League teams is ludicrously expensive. Gilic, he comes into the back post to take over the tackle. The ball came free after Cook tackled. Gilic arrives there. Taps the ball home. Lovely stuff. Puts us up to 4th after such a poor start. Excuse me, we're going to have to steal. Oh, and again. Dear me. What a start. What an exciting video. A goal from Gilic, sneezing. I'm going to have to sneeze again, I think. Just Jeff is on the ball now. Alberto goes past 2 men. Gets to the back post, doesn't quite score, but Said goes again. And I think we're done. Senucci comes forward now with the ball. 20 minutes gone. Swindon are 1-0 up and looking pretty... Oh, I was going to say looking pretty comfortable for that, although we have given away a free kick on the edge of the box. It's a dangerous area. Pavlicevic... No, okay, that was terrible. Paulinho... Not sure quite how that was offside. Oh dear. I sound terrible. I've got the sniffles. Olivier Jacquemin is scoring twice. Charlton's poor run continues. Perez heads the ball over. That's a shame. Grosjean continues his good form. Western-super-Mare losing to Bradford. That's a shame. Sad to see. It's sad to see. Said over to Alberto. Alberto goes past two men, and then Vojic, great save, just tips it around the post there. Lovely stuff. Musa Fall again. Fall gets the ball again. No, Van Rethy to Said to Van Rethy. He hits the ball. Wow, it must have gone out into Stratton Road. Paulinho. Oh dear. Oh, okay. I thought they were going to just get a little tap in. That usually results in someone just tackling the defender and scoring, but no. And they've gone up for a corner. 40 minutes gone. A corner to them. Pavlicevic, Sanucci headed over the bar. Lovely stuff. That's what we want to see. We are up to 4th. Still. They've not been entirely attacking. They have had a few sort of chances that better teams would have put away, like that one there, for example. Fertut saves nicely. Apologies for the horrible noises coming out of me. Jeff gives the ball to Donnelly. D'Souza back to Donnelly. Oh, they're working the ball nicely. Oh, Paulinho, how did he not score there? Flipping heck. Okay, so we've been lucky now. We can definitely say we've been lucky so far. That was only their first shot on target though. So, just Jeff went right through the back of Pavlicevic. Doesn't get a booking though. That's fine. Gilic's goal is the difference. We have been dominant until that last little spell of the second of the half there. I'm going to tell them to continue. But I'm going to try and be a bit more aggressive about it and try and make them remember they have to try and score again. Manuel up to Fall. Fall puts the ball in, but just Jeff doesn't get there. Fall though now, the ball has gone out for a corner. I'm not sure why Vojic left that. Could have stopped it, I think. Fall crosses the ball from the corner. No, doesn't get that. Doesn't beat the first man. And then he puts the ball back in again, and it sort of trickles across the face of goal. If someone had been wise to that strange decision from Fall, we might have had a tap in there, but it doesn't matter. We're making another chance. Alberto is tackled, but still has the ball. Gone into just Jeff, but it was just cleared. Said again in. Alberto might have been offside, but it doesn't matter. The keeper saves. Gilic straight in there was nice to see, but he doesn't get the foul. He doesn't get the tackle, and now Paulinho has broken free. Fertut though is on top of that ball. Nicely done. Paulinho's coming off. He's been ineffectual so far, in fairness. D'Souza, Karas scores. Finally, they make some of their pressure count. Fall is tired. Let's bring on Topic for him, and also Said isn't playing well. Let's take him off, and we're going to bring on Padilla for Alberto. Our team's looking pretty tired. I think we've played quite a few games in the space of not too long recently. So I guess it's not surprising that they're starting to struggle a little bit for fitness after about 70 minutes of the game. But okay, Gilic through to Padilla. Padilla wallops it into the car park behind the county ground. Over the town end for sure. But that should have been it. We should have. Was that the second chance we had where we really should have done better? No, it's just because Van Rethy smashed the ball over. But I don't think that really. Oh dear, that could be a red. He didn't even get a booking. Okay, fair enough. Cardinal, good name. Novotny goes through another player. Oh, that's my alarm. Didn't sleep very well last night, so I'm up a bit earlier than I normally would be. Karas goes through the back of a player. Yeah, could have been another yellow card. Fertut up to just Jeff. Speaking of players on yellows, Perez has lost the ball to Sanucci. Sanucci shoots, but Fertut saves. And now we have 10 minutes left to recover our win or hold on to a draw, perhaps, because we've not been great. Have we Really, yeah, we really have let them back into the game in a big way. Oh, Manuel, come on. Bozinovic. Oh, dear. Okay, we saved it. Serapio clears eventually. A bit of a mix-up there. Not impressive. Not an impressive start, or rather end to the match. They are really very much on top here. We'll take an away draw. We shouldn't have to, but we will do. Manuel crosses, but too close to Vojic, who clears ahead of Just Jeff. And now they've got a chance to break, have they, at the end here? Pavlicevic now up to Stevenson. Stevenson, but another poor effort. I've got to say, the quality of most of their chances has been pretty poor. They just, even the goal that they scored was not great, but they have very much levelled things from being utterly dominated at about 40 minutes. They have very much levelled the statistics, at least. But here we go. We have one more chance, probably. Here we go. Just Jeff. Just Jeff is through on goal, and he has put the ball away. That is the kind of clinical finishing that we want to see here at Swindon Town. Oh, I mean, it's not the nicest or the prettiest or the most dominant of the results in recent months, but that could be crucial as we continue our push for the top four. Assuming we don't now give away a goal. Could we get a third even? Van Rethy takes a shot, it's another deflection. Novotny does that stupid thing they do where he touches the ball out for a goal kick instead of just allowing it to go for a corner. But whatever. Russell Wilson giving away a foul. That's probably guaranteed us this win. Maybe Van Rethy can set up a goal for us. Chips it to the back post, but Vojic there ahead and smart. He's got his head. Oh, the quality of the jet. It's so poor. Topic is fouled. Is he going to get sent off? No, he's also warned. There's a fairly lenient referee who likes the sound of his own voice, it seems. Like he likes to bring people over and just be like, nah, go away. Oh, wow. Well, we've escaped with a win there. Based on our first half performance, you'd have said we should have been 2 or 3 up, but then we could have conceded 2 or 3 in the second half, and we end up winning 2-1. They did it eventually. Gilic did very, very well. Lovely through ball there by, was it Serapio at the end, who knocked the ball through? Oh, Liverpool have kept their place in 4th. We've still got a game in hand on them though, so we could go back up there into 4th ahead of them. Bradford beating Weston, Leicester beating Charlton, Cardiff and West Ham sharing the spoils. Okay, so that set us up nicely for the Caen game. It wasn't the greatest performance, but it was, and the key thing here is it was 3 points. That's all we really want against a team like Swansea, who are in and around the same area of the division as us at the beginning of play. You just have to beat these kind of teams. They were on a decent run as well, so you know it's good for us. Just Jeff, it was no less than we deserved. I completely agree. We shouldn't have had a penalty. It's very nice. Frenzel and Zuzi, yeah, fine, okay. Paulo Perez, he's doing very well. He's one of the young lads I brought in. They were saying that he was. Wow, how have Man United got an average attendance of 94,000? They must have got a new stadium or upgraded their current stadium. Hang on, let's just check that. Man United, Old Trafford's, 94,000 stadium. When was that done? I want to see when that was done. History, landmarks. Yeah, back. Oh, so it was 6 years ago. That would been a long time. Stephen Defoe was their manager back then. Anyway, so now the big game of the video. We want to watch and see how we do away at Caen. They beat us at our place earlier in the season, a last-minute winner, breaking Swindon hearts. But I think that it's only fair that we now go to their place and take away some points and come away with top spot in the group. Now, if we look at the group, let's just go fixtures and then to the Europa Cup group stage. If we win, we go top. If they win or we draw, they stay top. So we need really to push on, win this group, and then try and get ourselves an easier draw in the next round. No guarantee. Sometimes you can win the group. I think, sometimes you can win the group and get a tough draw, and sometimes you can come second and get a plum draw. So it really does depend on what happens elsewhere as well. But the statistically speaking, it's more likely to be a good result, a good draw if you come top. I'm only speaking normal words here, but I'm still struggling. The Chuckley Skvich board have lifted the transfer embargo on the club. I saw that actually in Belarus, in the highest league, the classically named highest league, Minsk won the title for the first time in ever. But yeah, the first time that it. So since we've loaded the Belarusian league into the database properly, Bate have not won the league at all, so they have really dropped off a cliff, and we are now seeing the age of the new clubs in Belarus getting a chance to shine and letting Bate Borisov fall back into obscurity, which is nice because it's boring when a team wins the league 37 years in a row. Bate, just telling you that for now. That's for free. You can have it. Drahoon. Maybe that's the son of my friend Drahoon. How good is he? 18. He's actually not bad. Probably good for the Belarusian leagues. Drahoon, is he still here? Yeah, he's still here. He's an assistant manager for Wisła Krakow. He likes a pound note. Does Stas. Could I get him in as a coach? I don't want another assistant manager. Don't have enough things for coaches. Alright, no, I know. Sorry, Stas. Bye. Alright, Man United versus Newcastle. Come on, Newcastle. Put a dent in Man United's season. I'd love it if they did that, but they didn't. Zamara's gone to there, and Kleb, the Kleb footballing dynasty in Belarus, continues on as Pinsk sign him. I also noticed that I think there's only one promotion and relegation spot between the first league and the second league in Belarus. Oh, sorry, the highest league and the first league, which means that basically you can have an absolutely stellar season and come second and still not get promoted, and even then not have a chance for, not even have a chance for a playoff or anything like that. You just have to finish first, or that's it. Sorry, lads. So yeah, that'll be a fun thing to tackle when we get there. Yes, we are looking to set the record straight. I'm confident. Paolo will have to remain patient. Cristobal looks pretty good, but he probably plays for Barcelona or Rayo Vallecano. Oh my god, he's amazing. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll say him. Cristobal. I did one of those things once where I looked through them all and I looked at which one had the statistically best chance of winning it and who was doing best for their team or whatever. And obviously the game only takes it on, I think, the highest rating. So I think it is that basically it doesn't matter really what they do, whoever's got the highest rating will be the one that wins. And I just picked the one that had the highest rating, and he had a highest rating by a long way, and it comes up with like Wheatland bafflingly picks world football star as potential World Boot winner, Golden Boot winner or whatever. And I was like, well, you know. That's what I said to them in the pay. I just went to the press, interacted with them, and I said all those things, and they sort of looked at me in a confused way, and then we agreed to disagree. Now, obviously, if we come second, we have the potential to play Dundee United, who are currently top of their group. I think possibly they can't be unseated as the team on the top of their group, so we can avoid another trip to sodding Scotland if we finish top of the group. Now, what are we going to do here? That's the question we're all asking ourselves. We're going to put Montufar instead of Gilic. I think we've got Spurs next. What do we do? We're going to put Padilla in, and we are going to. We don't have any right wingers fit, except for Fall, and I kind of want Fall to play against Spurs. Let's say Gillett. No, Brandfield. He's ineligible. Oh, because he was injured when we started this cup group stage. Okay, let's just play with Fall, and then hopefully we can batter them. And although I don't like that formation, hopefully we can batter them into submission in the first half. We can just take Fall off and give him a chance to recover for the Spurs game. Right, let's go out there and do this. Lads. Okay. They have been on a very poor run. I don't know if you saw that earlier on when it showed their little badge and stuff. They've been a very poor run. I think they were 10th or 11th in Liga, which is, it's not a good league. Manuel out to Laveau. Oh, he's tackled by Odiambo. Oh wow, Bar was slow to the ball there. He scored a couple of goals in the last game against us. Oh, and they have a player called Rousseau. That's the most French name ever. Okay, so unlucky we've hit the post after 8 minutes. That's nice. Fall crosses the ball in. Perez at the back post. Guyot cannot keep it out. Swindon are winning 1-0 after 9 minutes, and that puts us on 13 points and at the top of the league. We are top of the league, so we are top of the league. But it means nothing if we don't score again and cement this, because they do have a goal in them. They scored 3 against us last time, so we need to keep the pressure on. There we go. See, they have a chance almost immediately afterwards to regain a draw. We'll keep an eye on the Breda/Roma game, because it would be nice to see Roma drop out of this group without even scoring a win. We'll see what Breda can do there for us. Oh no, they are winning now, of course, as soon as I say that. Although did they say that they missed a penalty? Yeah, they did. They missed a penalty and then they went at the other end and Roma scored. That's a shame. Galasso scored a goal. Golasso, lol. Montufar. Just Jeff goes round his man. Just Jeff out on the puts the ball in, and Said only has to take a touch and slot the ball home. Swindon surely wrapping up the top of the league there with that goal. Roma, unfortunately, despite having a terrible campaign so far, seem to be coming third, which is disappointing. I would have liked Breda to have come third. It would have done good for them, and it would have been funny. So, yeah. Espinosa, Piedade, Manuel. Yeah, this is going to be another one of those things where we'll look back and we'll probably beat them like 5 or 6, and then we'll be like, how did they beat us 3-2 at home? we smashed them at their place. Anyway, Montufar out to Laveau. Montufar again puts the ball through to Obiambo. Sali though. Oh, Said. That would have been a stunner if he'd put that in the top corner. Coffee break. Okay, Rousseau. Ball up to Manuel. To Sali. Wilhelmsen. Oh, that ball trickles past the post again. Confident play there from Vertut to leave it. That's what we like to see. Deschamps. Odiambo. Wilhelmsen. Oh, and another one. That should have been a goal, really. Espinosa. I thought that had gone in, to be honest. They're a decent side. They still have chances. We've only had 2 shots on target. Scored them both, though. That's what counts. Manuel, get there then. Q, Laveau, Montufar, over to Padilla. Padilla goes round his man, but Guyot saves nicely, I suppose. Guyot hits the ball up. We win the ball back. Padilla there, out to Said. Padilla to Montufar. Poor shot in the end. Montufar has something like 17 or 18 on long shots, so you'd think he'd be better at that kind of thing. But doesn't really seem to... He's better at it, but doesn't try as much as Gilic, who is not so good, but tries a load. But maybe that's part of the reason why Montufar is better at it, because he knows when to do it and when not to. Although you'd argue that chance there suggests that he also doesn't know when to do it. I don't know, just making stuff up now. Fall crosses the ball in. Could we have another? No. Perez heads the ball over the post, and they have a reprieve. It's 3-2. 2-0 still. Looks like Roma are still winning in Rome, which is a shame. Have they extended the lead, or is it still just 1-0? Oh dear, wow. Kiev are absolutely smashing that team. Zeleznica. Spurs are being beaten by Anderlecht, which is nice. Roma are 2-1 up. Okay. Roma have conceded the most goals in the group. That's very poor. Here we go again. Another chance. Musa Fall. Ball's headed over. I'm going to take Fall off now. He's done his job well. We'll bring Gilic on over here. We will put Wilmot on instead of Just Jeff, and we'll put Jonathan over there instead of Laveau. Give some of our better players a chance to prove themselves. Some of our better players a chance to have a break. obviously not a chance to prove themselves. They've already done that. That's why they're the better players. Shootout. Now, it's early in the morning, guys. It's not. You shouldn't be making YouTube videos. It's dangerous. It's irresponsible to be YouTubing at this time of the day. Padilla, though, crosses the ball. No, he doesn't. He gives it back to Manuel, who is set up for a nice cross from deep. No, maybe now. No, he went for a shot. Fair enough. Oh dear, come on, there's nothing happening there. That was a nice long period of literally nothing happening. 71 minutes, Montefort gives it to Van Rethy, who shoots first time. Unfortunately, he did it badly. Saeed heads it through, but no, this has sort of developed into a bit of a midfield battle, which is fine. I mean, you'd say they're unlikely to score 2 in 20 minutes, but it's not impossible, of course. Gilic there puts it. He should really be putting that across more. I would have liked to see that come across for one of our players in the middle to score. Roma still winning 2-1. That's good. Cristobal, the player that we were looking at, has scored against Vittorio Guimaraes. Sarli there. Serapio interrupts him. I don't exactly know what he did there, but he didn't tackle him, but the guy lost the ball, so good. Wilmot now free to run along the wing. Can he cut it back for a player? Oh, he puts it in for Padilla. He should have scored, but he heads it straight at the keeper. Guyot, who saves. Roma still winning, that's a shame. Padilla, it's more interesting that game than this. Oh, they've hit the crossbar though. And they've put out for a corner. Mao. Sarli ball. Puts it out. Mao gets it again. Gilic straight in there to push him. That's what I like to see. Wilmot, yes, tackling from the front. Lovely, lovely stuff. Slide tackle, no less. Wilmot doesn't manage to cross it, but he does set us up for a corner, which is nice. I might have to sneeze again. I can feel it coming on. Saeed crosses the ball. Serapio, strange decision to head it back to Saeed instead of across the goal. And the ball is then crossed in again and we miss, of course. Jonathan to Montefort. Wilmot now. Oh, straight through the hands of the goalkeeper. Lovely, lovely stuff. Wilmot scores to wrap up the win. That's 3-0 for us. And we have humbled Caen in their home ground. 3-0. Rayo now winning 6-3. Standard Europa League results there. 7-3 there for Dynamo Kiev. Looks like Dundee are going to wrap up top spot by drawing with CSKA Moscow. Stuttgart beat Trabzonspor 5-1. So yeah, it's a night of the long goals. Good win, boys. Well done. The people had written us off. They're 10th in Ligue 1. They've had one shot on target. Come on, we're much better than them. Anyway, Anderlecht drew with Tottenham, which is an interestingly impressive result. That group is mental. What's that done for things anyway? Spurs ended up winning the group. Okay, so it doesn't really do much. Rayo and Guimaraes were the two teams who'd gone through. In fact, that meant Rayo was below Guimaraes before that game. Lol. Dundee held on to top spots. That means we cannot draw Dundee United, guys. We cannot draw Dundee United. Dynamo Kiev doing their best to try and go through. There's another Dynamo Moscow there. So they've got some pretty poor teams. Oh, but we could draw Inter, which feels harsh. Or Hull, or Benfica. You know, there are some good teams that are coming second in their groups. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, that's enough of this chitter chatter. Let's get out of here and get the draw for the next round for the knockouts. I won't do that on camera because, as you can see from the processing times, we'll be here all day just waiting for the next day to arrive rather than it to do a draw. It can do and draws. So once we finally get past this page, I will look at our next fixtures. Oh my god. Thank you. Okay, right, so let's look at our fixtures. So I think we're not going to bother with this, and I said we're not going to bother with that game either because we're going to win the 2 games, it's fine. We'll probably come back for the Charlton and AFC Wimbledon games. There's plenty of time in between here and now for things to change. I don't think the first Europa League game will be played until around that time. So if it's possible, we might be able to play like Europa League and then Wimbledon, or Wimbledon then Europa League, but I think it will probably be added in February. I think that's when it starts again. So unless, barring some strange Europa League scheduling, I'll see you for Charlton and AFC Wimbledon. This is how the table looks at the moment, to remember it for next time, because I'm sure we will be in a different position then. See you later, guys. Bye 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 bye.